Right, we're back with some new mods. So the first one we got in front of us today is Old Silo Bins. This is by KO3Y, 14.7 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these in the construction menu and under buildings and silos. So we'll scroll along till we find the first one. So there you are, there's your first one, 117 grand, and that's going to get you a 400,000 litre capacity. Then go on to the middle one, which is going to hold 500,000 litres and is going to cost you 125 grand. Then the third one there is going to hold 800,000 litres. It's going to cost you 147 grand. Now, if we go back up to silo extensions, because we've got a few extensions to these as well. So the first one there, 52 grand is going to hold 100,000 litres. We then got 56 grand is going to hold 150. We then got 60,000 to cost you. It's going to hold 200,000. And then the last one there, it's going to cost you 64 grand, hold 250,000 litres. And then to finish off, because we haven't finished yet, we'll go back along there. We got this one there, the 16 grand, and that's going to hold 27,300 litres. Fair enough. All of the big ones, or the original ones, shall we say, load in and load out at the front. Very nice. Then we'll come all the way down to the end, because the last one, was it the Karma? A little bit different, because this is like a binnable silo. So we'll click on that. There you are, seeds or mineral feed. Yeah, that's all right. I mean, take it out of the front. You want some silos for your farm? Yeah, that'll do nicely. My next up is underfloor storage for bulk materials or liquids. This is by Soddles 2.56 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find this pack, because there's quite a few to this, in the construction menu and on the buildings and silos. So we'll scroll along till we get to the first one, because these are 8. So we've got this one here. Now the first section, they all look the same, which is going to be this one here, and you buy it with different versions. So you've got a 100,000 litre capacity on that one, and then the second one is 100,000 litre capacity but single fruits. So the first one multi-fruit, second one single fruit. So obviously you can put more than one thing in at a given time, but the single fruit you can only put one thing in at a time. Fair enough. We then got a million litre capacity version for 100 grand, and then the single fruit version again for 90 grand. We then got a 10 million litre capacity version. First one's the multi-fruit, second one's the single fruit. 200 grand for the multi-fruit one. That is a 10 million litre capacity. Oh, I do like that. Then we'll move on to this one. Now, when I first placed it down, I had a bit of trouble unloading into it. And the reason that I had the trouble is because this is for liquids. And I was a bit silly with that, because I was trying to load some wheat in to a liquid silo. So don't do what I do. Use it properly for what it's designed for. So then again, we've got the same options as before. So 50 grand and 45 grand. Obviously the first one is the multi-fruit, so load multiple things in. And then the second one is the single fruit version, so only one thing at a time. We then got the 100 grand and 90,000 version. That's got a million litre capacity. Then the last two is going to be 200 grand and 135 grand, again for the 10 million litre capacity. That is so I do like that. So obviously, you know, you load in, load out by the icons there. Now with these, you've got these options around here. Yeah, I mean, you can turn the light on there like that. Turns that light on the post. So we'll turn that off. Then got this one here, show warning stripes. So it puts the hatch marking area out for you. Then this one, show triggers. Actually tells you on the ground where you need to put it. Probably would have helped me if it had told me what I need to put in, mind you, but that's just me. But all right. Then on this one, I had another little bit of a mishap. I tried to unload whilst this cover was on. As you come up to it, you got open gates. Yeah, you need to open that first before you load stuff in. Otherwise, you just load it on top and it doesn't work. Shocking. Anyway, we've got the same options over here. So show trigger markers. There you are. We then got the show warning stripes. There we are. Then we can turn the light on that pole. And you can see that reflecting back, actually. That's all right. Ah, they're all right. Now I've worked out what's going on. I'm loading the right stuff in. That's a nice pair of silos. Alright, next up is Pig Feed Mixer. This is again by Zoddlezox, 4.26 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under productions and factories. So there it is, 195 grand to buy. And there is a lot that goes into this, I must admit. So you got your loading in point there. You then got your taking out point sort of under that pipe there. And you've even got like the icons on the side for a bit of a recipe. Now, where are the lights? Where do they turn on? So a little scout around. Ah, it's round the back. There we are. Fair enough. Same as the previous ones. Turn the lights on like that. Warning stripes. Triggers. Oh, what's this one? Show information panel. Oh, that took that recipe off. No, it's there. Alright, fair enough. What's the information panel then? Because that was on there before when we went round. It's up there? No. Alright, let's turn that off. Hide information panel. Oh, it's that bit on the roof. It's the sign on the roof. Fair enough. Alright, we'll carry on. So we come into here. Obviously, you come up to your production chain menu. And this is what I mean. These are all the different recipes. So you put in potato, sorghum, oats, canola, soybeans, sunflower, barley, wheat, corn, sugar beet, or sugar beet cut. That's all the different inputs. Now, obviously, you're going to get pig food out, 1,000 litres for all the different recipes. So depending on what you've got in there, depends on which one you go for. Because if you haven't got all of them, you could make pig food out of a different variety. Which is ace. Because, you know, not everyone's got everything straight in. So you pick the recipe you want to go for. Oh, I like that. That is very nice. Right, next up is Warehouse for Cotton, again by Zoddlezox. This might as well be the Zoddlezox show, but anyway, we'll carry on. 3.83 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this in the construction menu and under buildings and silos. So we'll scroll back along to find it. There we are, gone past. 17.5 grand. This is a warehouse stroke silo stroke production chain, because that's how it works. So if we go over here, you've got your production chain menu just there. Obviously, cotton in, cotton out, not much of a problem. Now, you've got your loading in point there. We'll come around here. We've got some more options. So, show product signed, just there for you. We then got the trigger markers on the floor. Warning stripes. And then turn the lights on at the end. Fair enough. Now, what this will do is you put cotton in, put bales in, whatever, and it's going to put it into a pallet for you. But what you need to do, because obviously the pallets spawn here. Where's the trigger? Oh, I got stuck. It's going to be a trigger for you to move these out of the way. Right, I found out what you need to do. You can see him on there, no spawn. You need to come around. This is ace. I didn't even notice it till I had a little spin around. Dear oh dear, you got that there. Those buttons. Disable pallet spawn. Press B. Dear oh dear. Oh, that's ace. Right, so we'll wait for some pallets to spawn then. There we are. Job's a good one. Can we pick them up? No, too heavy. That being said though, what's that? 1,600? No, pallet. 5,000 litres. Oh, that's all right. That's all right indeed. 5,000 litres in the pallet. That is ace. Oh, love it. Alright, next up is Snow Melter and Water Production. This is by MYKK3, 4.95 megabyte on the download. You're going to find them in the construction menu and under productions and factories. So we'll scroll along to get to the first one, which is that one there, the actual Snow Melter. 65 grand to place down. Obviously takes in snow, puts out water. Fair enough. We then come over to these here, which are a little interesting, mind you, because they're Stonewell. 3 grand. Water in, water out, and we'll come back to that in a minute. We then got the small water tank, again, water in, water out, and then we've got the medium water tank, again, water in, water out. So, you've got your snow melter situation on the go there, so click on that. So, snow in, water out, job's a good one. Obviously, you take your water out of there, and we'll come around here, because this is ace. This is where the snow goes in. It's got a little heater element in there, just melts it. Oh, that is ace. Oh, I do like that. It even looks like a little bit of steam coming off the top. Well, it could just be my eyes, but that is ace. Then we come over to these here, click on them. Obviously, it's not requiring you to put any water in. So if you turn them on, it's just going to make water for you. Obviously, you have to pay for the running cost of it. And it's the same on the other ones. You go for whichever one you want. Obviously, the production costs go up. Oh, that's all right. And then we'll come over to the small water tank. So we'll click on that one there. So this requires water in, water out. As it says, it's a tank. So you're not going to get water out of it like you would do the well. This is a storage facility for you. So click on there. Obviously, 1,000 water in, 1,000 water out. Jobs are good. And then we'll come over to the medium one. Click on there like that. Again, water in, water out. It's going to be just a storage for you. But I do like that. I mean, you could draw your own water out the well. I mean, even... Yeah, there is steam coming off of that. Look at that. Oh, that is ace. I mean, if it's winter time and you got a load of snow on the go, bang it in here. Melt it all. That is wow nice. Right, next up is plastic diesel tank. This is by Sully, 2.25 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and containers. So there it is, 750 to buy, and you're going to fill your vehicle up with diesel. Obviously, you do need to fill it up first, so we'll come around here like that. Click on that. 2,500 litre capacity on it. So yeah, job done. Obviously, pull your vehicle around. Diesel tank, fair enough. Right, next up is sheep pasture. This is by BGamer003, 8.78 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this in the construction menu and under animals and sheep. So there we are. So we'll go back along. 43 grand to place down. Now this is going to hold 25 sheep, and I think there's a bit of an issue with it. Unless it's me doing something completely wrong. We'll go through it anyway. So you got your animal dialogue box there. Not a problem. Jobs are good. Then we'll come down here. Little sheep lying down like that. We've got to open up that door. That's just to let them in, isn't it? Now you load your food into there. And then... Oh, what's that button there? Oh, that's just for the lights. Fair enough. Load your water into there. Obviously, this is where you have your wool pallets. Now, we go into the animal menu. I filled this up. And I fast forwarded 2 months. There's zero productivity. And we've used most of the food. I don't know what's going on. It's not used any of the water. And it's used most of the grass. And we've got no wool. Yeah, I think it may need an update, to be fair. The look of it, though, is great. Really is great. I'm just not getting any wool. Very strange. Right, next up is Pancake Production. This is by Yoss, 1.34 megabyte on the download, and this is ace. Oh, I love it. Right, you get into the construction menu and under productions and factories. So we'll scroll along to find it, because I myself do like a nice pancake for breakfast. There we are. 50 grand to place down. Obviously, it's for making pancakes. There's your pancakes out the front. So you come around the back, got your production chain menu there. So we'll click on that. Now we've got 2 recipes. So it requires flour, milk, butter, eggs, and you'll get your pancakes out. You can also make a version with maple syrup. So if you want to get the maple syrup production mod by GTX, which is what we did over there, that one with the orchard, obviously chuck that in, you can make pancakes with maple syrup, which is brilliant. Load your stuff into there. We'll spin around here like that. And there's our pallets. They all look the same. These first 3 are just the pancakes on their own. There they are. And the second one is pancakes with syrup. And you can pick them up. Ace. And once you've made them all, there's a sell point over there. So we'll go back into there and into productions and sell points. It's just a grating on its own. Nothing special about it. There we are. That's it. Pizza production. Pancake production looks pretty much like the pizza one. So you just pick it all up. And then just run over here like that. Sell them off. How much are we going to get for a pallet of pancakes? 7,000. Oh, that's all right. 7,000. Oh, I like that. Very nice. And next up is something brilliant. Oh, love this. This is wood production by MYKK3, 4.54 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under productions and greenhouses. So we'll scroll along to find it. There we are. 20 grand to place down. You can make your own wood in a factory. That is ace. And also to go along with it, we've got this building here. So you're going to find this. Where's the menu? There we are. Back up to buildings and under silos. So we'll scroll all the way along to the end because that's where it's hiding out. There we are. 80 grand to place down. Obviously, timber storage. Jobs are good. And then to finish it off, we're going to productions and selling points because we've got this sell point here. There we are. 500 to place down. Sell your wood. Now, this is ace. You've got your production chain menu there. We'll go into that first off. So we've got a few versions of what you can do. You can make wood slow. So you put your water, put your seeds in. Obviously, it's going to make half a litre of wood per cycle. You then got wood fast. Now you put water, seeds and manure in. You're going to get 1 litre per cycle. Very nice. You then put slurry. You're going to get the same. But you can also make planks. That's a little different. So it's sort of like a wood producing factory and sawmill all in one. Now, the best thing about it is to make the wood itself, there is zero cost to your productions. You see there, 3,960 cycles per month, cost 0. That is ace. And if we come down to making the planks, that then goes up to 48 and then 360 cycles. So pretty slow on those, I must admit, but still making your trees in itself, 0 cost. That is ace. Then obviously you load your water into there. That's where you take your wood chips out. We'll come round here is where you put your seeds, your slurry, your manure, whatever you're going to be using. And this here is your pallet. Obviously you can put wood in if you want to. Just pull your trailer over there, hit the sour wood icon. This is your pallet. I mean, it's too heavy to pick up. So, go get me forklift truck. And we're going to go load it into the timber storage barn. I like this. You know, trees take ages to grow if you're going down that road. This is ace. I mean, I only fast forward it like 1 month. Oh, there's me pallet stacking. Shocking as usual. Dear oh dear. So, we've now got our pallet of wood. 1,000 litres of wood on the front of this forklift truck. So all you need to do now is just go to there, lower that down, like so. Jobs are good and it's loading in to me timber shed. Now you have got the option here of sow wood if you want to bring a trailer in or not. Go for whichever one you want. I mean, I couldn't get into any of these buildings, so it's just sort of there for decoration. Now we'll come down to the production chain menu here. Click on that. So we've got wood in, wood out, wood chips in, wood chips out. Now if we click on that or not, it's going to then obviously want to put it out here. But this is where your pallet spawn point is, and like we've seen before, you need to deactivate it. So if you come up to this end, sort of by that magic red button, to be fair, turn the pallet spawn point off or on, whichever one you want to go for. Then we'll have a little wait for some pallets to come out. There you are, jobs are good and 2 pallets of wood. Still can't pick them up, mind you. That's ace. Now what I do want to see is how much are we going to get. I mean, it should just be the standard base price for the wood. We'll have a little look anyway. There we are. Right, so it's selling straight off, no problem. Let's see how much it turns out once all the pallets gone. Right, so that's the last bit in. Just under 3 grand. That's not bad. I do like that though. I mean, especially growing the wood yourself. That is very nice. Right, next up is the Lizard B4500 weight. This is by Vinco Mods, 0.24 megabyte on the download. As you can imagine, you're going to find it under weights. It's going to cost you 5 grand, weighs 4.5 ton. The only options you got there are to change the main colour. So you go for whichever one you want. Changes the main body of it. Design colour. Obviously does all the mounting points. Yeah, if you need a weight, 4.5 ton. get this one hooked up. Right, next up is the Amazon 800 kilo transport box. This is by Rick Black Label TWD modding, 0.81 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under miscellaneous. It's going to cost you 1,560 to buy. There is no options. It hooks up to the 3-point on the front. Obviously, that lid flips up. You can use it as a bit of a storage. Small things. It's not massive, mind you. A little jerry can or something, or some sort of small bag of seed or whatever you're getting on. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is Long Bunk. This is by ADub Modding ABP Team, 1.25 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this under forestry equipment. This is going to cost you 20 grand to buy. You then got the usual shenanigans with the wheel bands and the tyres. You can change the rim colour. You go for whichever one you want, so we'll do that. Obviously, it's going to be hooked up to your semi-trailer, lorry, whatever you want to call it, truck, tractor unit. It even gets called that by some people. But yeah, long bunk for doing some long logs. Right, next up is the Flegel ZPW 180. This is by Hydraulic, 4.36 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under bale loaders. It's going to cost you 14,200 to buy. Got the usual shenanigans with the wheel bands and the tyres. Then come down to fender configurations. You got without fenders or with fenders. I'll put those on the back really. Then you got without warning triangle. Spin it around. There you are. Or with. Go for whichever one you want. Then you got spoiler configurations. You got without spoiler or spoiler. Puts that. I suppose it's not spoiler. It's like an extra bumper really though, isn't it? All right, fair enough. You then got attachers. No. Trailer hitch or no. You can make a bit of a train on the go with that. Then you've got chassis colour. Oh, we'll go with bright green. Oh, that's really bright. Then rim colour. Got chrome, silver, white or black. Lime green bale trailer. Fair enough, why not? Right, next up is Sledge. This is by JMZ, 1.37 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this under tools and miscellaneous. Now, this is a bit of a weird one, I must admit. It's got 5 kilowatt engine on it, but it's a wooden sledge, and a 3 mile an hour top speed. But it's a wooden sledge, and they're going to cost you 100. You've got the option there to change the main colour. You have light wood, grey wood, or green wood. You go for whichever one you want, and the camera angle's a little weird in the shot, mind you. But this does support multi-person seatage. Yeah, that's what we're going to call it. If you've got the Kubota DLC, you can carry passengers on this. Now, the speed, come up to it, you can get on it, and you can ride it. I mean, it's only got a top speed of 3 mile an hour, but still, you can ride it if you wanted to. Now, there is a trailer hitch on the back of there, so you could hook up a few of these. But what you will want to do is get with your mates, get them on the same map, hook it up to the back of something a little bit more sprightly than just 3 mile an hour. Say like this one here, that does 74. Get your mates on the back of that. Dear, oh dear, they're thrashing around with them on the back of that. Oh, that would be brilliant, especially in the snow. One of these on the go, the sledge on the back, just thrashing around in the snow. That'd be ace. Look, it swings out, going around the corner and everything. Oh, that'd be brilliant. Oh, love it. And the last one for the day is the Fendt Katana. This is by Geft25, 13.98 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under forage harvesters. So it's got a 650 horsepower engine, 24 mile an hour top speed, got a 20 litre tank on that, mind you, but I thought forage harvesters just shot it all into a trailer anyway. But all right, we'll carry on. 395 grand to buy. Usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. And I didn't see any tracks. All right, we'll carry on. You then got beacon light standard, double flash or standard, warning package, no, yes or no. Puts those stripes around all the different lines of the vehicle. Then you got engine setup, so 650, 847 or 650. Then you got pipe, you've got short pipe, middle pipe, long pipe, or back to short. Change the main colour, you can have nature green, green or black. Oh, yes. That makes it like a Black Beauty forage harvester. I mean, hook it all up with your Fendt equipment. Oh, that's all right. That looks ace. Oh, I do like that. That is very nice. Right, we do have a new map as well. This is Bear Rock Logging. This is by Poor Boy and NLA Gaming, 52.53 megabyte on the download. And it says at the start of the description, don't feed the bears. So we're going to take a look at that in a separate video. And on to the updates. The first one is Big Bags Cattle Pack by FSG Modding, Wood Barn by Macca, Fish Farming by VX Mapping, and in particular, they've removed the empty pallets as an input, which is all right. The Modular BGA by Caster DS Agrar Service, Case Puma 145 CVX Tier 3 by STV Modding, the Class Zerion 5000-4200 by HR Forst & Fogs & Bell, the Angevin Countryside by Mayo LTA, and no mention of a new save game, so that's alright. And the last update is East Vineland, New Jersey, USA by Mac Trucker 91, and it says, and I quote, no new save game is required for this update. So that is ace. If you spent a bit of time on there, you don't need to start over. This is our current testing list. That's with Giants at minutes. There's 11 on there, although a couple of those probably be updates, but still nice to see them working on some console stuff. So that's your mods done for the day. Drop it in the comments below. Which one's your favourite? We'll see what people are looking at. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.